Boy, oh boy, is Palantir absolutely going apeshit today. It is currently up over 6% in normal trading hours. And still, people will try to shit on Palantir. And still, the haters will drink the haterade. And still, the anti-grifting grifters will be on the crusade to tell you that Palantir is a meme stock. They will lie to you, look you in your eyes, look you into your face, and give you a sweet serenade while they caress your cheek, telling you how absolutely shitty of an investment Palantir is, and how over the long period of time, Palantir cannot, will not, by any means prosper. And the only thing that Palantir will give you is broke as a joke mother effing pockets. But in reality, is that justified? In actuality, is this really true? Is an investment in QQQ or SPY or some of these anti-grifting grifters, World Index, the mighty VT, gonna outperform Palantir in the long run? The fact of the matter is, I don't know, but I have a little piece of paper here. And this little piece of paper is gonna draw a very big picture for everybody right now. You see, Palantir DPO'd, not IPO'd, in September of 2020. Also in September and then December, there was an IPO of Snowflake and C3AI. And one might ask, is Palantir comparable to the indexes and is it comparable to its peers in the AI space? Earlier today, shout out to Arnie Investing, he put out a chart comparing Palantir to the SPY, and I said, what a fantastic video this is gonna make, and this is gonna be that exact video, because maybe I will be wrong. Maybe I'm gonna be smacked in my face like a brick to the back of my head with a dose of reality. Or maybe, just maybe, Palantir is proving right now that it might just be a pretty good, awesome investment, at least for me, because none of this is financial advice, purely entertainment and education. However, if you want to support the channel, I am going to grift a $3 channel membership down below. If you want to support the channel and become a channel member, where I give you my own options plays for entertainment and education, because I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I want to be, nor am I giving financial advice, please feel free to click on the link down below, or feel free to click on the link down below to follow me on Twitter. You see, if you bought Palantir in September of 2020, right at the end, you would currently be up 63%. That's right. Palantir is currently up 63% from its DPO price, currently trading north of $16, I guess $16.30 as of making this video. Therefore, 63% up from its initial DPO of $10. However, if you would have invested at the same time in the QQQ, you would be up 35%. And if you invested in the SPY, you would be up 33%. And if you invested in the VT, which is the motherfucking World Index, you would be up a massive 21%. That doesn't seem right, because all these people that love indexes, and I'm not saying that they're wrong, most people should invest in indexes. But at the same time, I'm not saying that Palantir is better or worse. I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding. And it is also freaking sweet to be beating the indexes. And over a long period of time, I don't know where this goes. Nobody knows the truth of the matter. And this is why I get a little bit upset when people straight hate on Palantir, calling Palantir a clown stock, a meme stock. Meanwhile, it is literally defending our nuclear program in the United States, literally having impact level 6 clearance, competing and, shuffling and diving, keep your hand to your chin, make sure you don't get knocked the fuck out by companies like Microsoft and Amazon, who have impact level 6 clearance, and so does Palantir at a very measly $30-something billion market cap against these behemoths that are worth 2-point-something trillion and $1.5 trillion. Doesn't that say something? But instead of admitting that Palantir, there is something there, people like to shit on Palantir. Well, I think there's a little misconception, because a lot of people right now like to look at Palantir and they're like, yo, but aren't all stocks up? So if you want to compare Palantir to Snowflake, Snowflake is actually down 32% from IPO. I know, it seems weird, because Snowflake is the darling of Wall Street. Snowflake is down around 32% from IPO, and they probably gave up around 20% of their ask when they did IPO. Why? Wall Street hates Palantir because they did not get a taste. They did not get their cut of the initial IPO because they had a DPO. And a lot of people hate on Palantir not knowing that only a handful of companies actually did that. Shouldn't Palantir get just a little bit of credit? But no, the naysayers and the haters are gonna hate, so let them hate. But hate on this. C3AI, big winner. Ticker symbol AI, down 56% from IPO. So Palantir outperformed the major indexes and its pairs. But what about year to date? So at one point, Palantir's share price did hit like $40 a share, and it is still down from all-time highs. However, it is hitting a 52-week high, and it is still up above DPO. So if you would have bought Palantir at the day it came out, or somewhere around that week or two, or maybe longer, you would have been up on Palantir. And now more people are up on Palantir than down on Palantir, because the volume picked up when the price was down and then it shot up. And there's still so much more room to grow. However, Palantir is up a massive 140% year to date. Compared to QQQ, 38%, compared to SPY, 15%, and compared to VT, 11%. Now one might ask, Adam, but what about Snowflake and C3AI? You see, C3AI is up a massive 270% on the ticker symbol AI pretty much alone, and still it is down 56% from IPO prices. That really tells you something and differentiates Palantir and these competitors. What about the mighty Snowflake that me and Chris have a bet for $2,000? Who's gonna outperform at the end of this year? So far, I am winning by a country mile against Snowflake. $2,000 bet. Well, Snowflake is currently up 25% year to date. 25% year to date. Now, one thing is for certain, haters are gonna hate. However, all you gotta do is Google Palantir and news. And if you Google Palantir and news, there are several articles that are out right now. No less than 3 different articles and a video out. Shout out to Ahmed, he actually did a review to the video. BBC, no, not that BBC, you freaking freaks. British Broadcasting Channel, the BBC, the British News, actually did a piece about the Ukraine war, and there was a 3-minute piece of that piece talking about how Palantir is absolutely revolutionizing warfare and how NATO and other countries are gonna have to follow suit of Ukraine because the battlefield did 100% change. I just read an article from Time, and also they're talking about the revolutionary skills of Palantir and how they're changing the warfare, how they're leveling the field, the David and Goliath. And there was another article from The Economist, and I believe there was one more that I seen. You see, everything is shifting and everything is changing. While Snowflake is making acquisitions and teaming up with NVIDIA, and Databricks is also making acquisitions, trying to compete with large language model performance, large language model modeling like Palantir does. Palantir already had this technology quite a long time ago. And therefore, I believe that Palantir is not only in the lead, but will continuously to be in the lead, because you can't catch up to Palantir if Palantir is already in front of you and the faster runner. And if you add the endurance, which Palantir is in front, it is a stronger, faster runner with more endurance. Pretty much this race is over and you will not be catching up to Palantir. With all seriousness, I do not know what's gonna happen later. I can just read and connect the dots, and the dots is quite simple. Whatever's happening in Ukraine is strongly tied to Palantir. And if Ukraine pulls out a win here, whatever that win looks like, but a win which means Ukraine still exists because it was supposed to go down in 3 days. For all the haters that are gonna say Ukraine is losing, they're still here, bro. It's been a year and a half. They were supposed to drop in 3 months. It's been 8. They were supposed to drop in 3 days. It's been 18 bloody months. Where you at? How is Ukraine losing? If anything, it's a stalemate at best or worst. With that said, Palantir is tied to Ukraine right now. It's not its only, eggs in all one basket, but it is a big part of Palantir's future endeavors and Palantir's future growth. You can see the landscape is changing. Recently, there was an article that the Air Force was testing out large language models, and although they did not specifically name Palantir, Palantir is right behind that. There are articles and videos and documentaries every day coming out of Palantir. You could see it. It shifted. It was so shitty to make Palantir videos, but I did it. My man Amit, he did it as well, and a few others did it as well. We never wavered from the love of Palantir and the love of the Palantir community, and now, we're reaping the rewards, so to speak. It's absolutely amazing what's happening right now. Palantir is in such a unique position that not only they have military, they have non-military government, and they have commercial, both domestically and abroad, in all categories that I just mentioned. Leading the way in the United States, paving the way in the UK, and having a brand new frontier in Ukraine right now. And after Ukraine, guess what? NATO countries will be lining up, as I've said this before, as CodeStrap has been saying this before, literally lining up around the door, knocking, hey, Palantir, can we please get Palantir Gotham? Can we please get Palantir Meta Constellation? Can we please use your edge? And what is this new Palantir AIP that can be stacked at everything else we just mentioned? No, my friends, the haters are gonna hate, and they're gonna completely freaking hate. They're gonna march side by side, shoulder by shoulder, talking shit about Palantir and never recognizing the full potential of Palantir until Palantir will be a $1 trillion company. Now, obviously, it's not gonna be a $1 trillion company tomorrow, and in actuality, I don't know if it's actually gonna be a $1 trillion company, although for me, my purposes, my opinion, I do believe it will be. I think Palantir is as revolutionary as Microsoft, as Apple, as Google, Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia, so on and so forth. Not all put together, obviously, but it is in the category of one of those amazing companies that just comes once in a lifetime. Thankfully, I'm in this lifetime and I have the opportunity to invest a shit ton of money. Let me stress that again, a shit ton of money into Palantir. And yes, I am up on my investment for Palantir. I am so glad to be on the ground floor, and I'm looking forward to see what happens later. Now, Palantir can absolutely fumble the ball, but it's their game to lose because nobody will be catching up to them. They just need to come through with the actual sales and actually eat the fruit of all the seeds that are currently being planted. Q2, maybe. Q3 and 4, probably, in my opinion. If they cannot close these deals, then there is a mother effing problem. Houston, we got an effing problem. But I do believe that they're gonna close the sales. I do believe that they're gonna multiply their clients. I do believe that they're gonna extract maximum revenue from their clients, not only with Gotham and Foundry, but they're gonna stack AIP on each of those. You see, there is no AIP without Foundry, which means a client must be a Foundry client before they can be an AIP client because they stack together. Guys, thank you so much. If you want to support the channel membership down below, $3 a month. I appreciate you all. Have a great day.